he's getting it now.
Hey everyone, welcome to Heavy Metal Customs. Today, as you can see, we're continuing to work on the 1958 Biscayne known as Peggy Sue. And for y'all to catch up, you really need to go back, if you haven't seen it already, watch the previous video. Because that's where we're starting at on this lip for the back window. Now, from the previous video, off camera, I did cut this lip out of the other four-door piece. And as y'all know, it's not configured right for this two-door car. It's actually an inch shorter. So that makes the bends and everything different. But as you can see, I've got this center piece in here that I cut. And the bend on it is so close it ain't even funny. It's good enough to weld and grind. And the corner pieces I cut off. So this piece here basically has been moved this way from center. So now, I should be able to take this one and come in here just a little bit past it and put it in. Same with the other side. But with the other side, I'm going to have a gap about like that. There's going to be a lot of fabrication going on here. But let me show you how I got it set up, and y'all are probably wondering what all this tape is about. Well, let me grab the camera and explain all this to you. All right, well, before I cut everything, I made lines, blue line, and put my measurements. That measurement is from this lip right here up to this lip. So what I done, I just took me a piece of tape, drew my blue line on there, and then took another piece of tape and just run across it. That way I can keep my distance. You can see that other side over there. I mean, it's right on the money. This one out here, yeah, I mean darn close. But that way, as you can see, it helps me keep my line going across there, because it's got to be X distance from here to this lip in order to get the windshield and everything to fit in there properly. But at this point, I've got that middle section, and I've just got a couple of tacks holding it here and there. So what I'm going to do is take some of these outers and see how close I can make them fit, and just get a couple of tacks. Because once I get all that done, I need to come inside and weld that line all the way down through there. So I want to make sure I get all of this outside done and tacked in where it should be. Then I can go in there and make my tacks and get a good weld there, swapping in, out, so as I don't warp any metal, and just taking very small tack welds as we go. But that's the plan, so enough yapping, let's get the metal working. Alright, here's where I'm at, fellas. So I got that front piece, I got a few more tacks down through there because it's right there where it needs to be. And then I manipulated the crap out of that piece right there. It's one of them, I made it fit, it didn't want to fit, but yeah. Sometimes you just got to get evil with it, make it do what you want. You see that's right with our blue line, so that's what we wanted. And I came over here and used that other corner. Like I say, you know, we had that gap in there, but I got it manipulated in there, and then I just took me a piece of my metal and just made me one for that gap. The rest of the stuff I'm probably going to have to make, because I tried cutting a section out of that other, and it's just, man, it's so pitted with rust. I don't even know what I've done with the pieces. I think I threw them away, but yeah, I just don't want to use that stuff. I'll sit here and just hand make the rest of them, because it's short sections here. We've got like a little over 2-inch section here we got to do. then just a little bit around here. Now the other side's going to be a whole different story. And for the other side, I haven't really looked at this one yet. I don't know if there's any of that I can actually use, but I'll see, but I don't think so. I think there's a lot of difference there. But we'll do some measuring and see. But for now, and for today, I think we made really, really good progress on that. And she's coming out just fine. All right, made that piece right there. Fill in that, so that's all done. This side, I mean, we got a little bit of rust there, a little bit of rust there. Nothing major for the moment. Trying to get the big stuff done. No, I haven't done any welding under here yet. I just like getting everything tacked in. Then once everything's tacked in 100% where it's supposed to be, then I'll sit and just do a lot of welding. Alright, what I've done on this side here. Now this is the problem child, as you can see. This side is really bad. And the rust goes down into the quarter here. So I took me a piece of cardboard, made me a template. Yeah, I know that goes a little bit further, but somebody's fixed that and it's just way too long. So this template fits right there. That keeps me with the curve and everything, and I got that blue line to line everything up. So I was looking at the other piece, and I think that we can use that 4-door piece and modify it, and it'll fit right in here. I do believe. Yeah, this is where it gets really technical. Here's the 4-door piece. You can tell it's a 4-door piece. But it looks like this curve, I held my template up to it, is the same, and pretty much all of this is the same. So what I'm going to do, as you can tell, this is rounded here, and that should be flat. But we can flatten that out once we get it. I'm going to cut me a big section out of this and take it over there and just see if we can get it to fit in there. It will be a lot quicker, a lot easier, and a lot cheaper for the customer if I can use this stuff that he's brought. So let me get the death wheel back out and let's get this cut. Get that piece cut out of there. Now I'm going to take my little zippy sander here, clean it up, make sure it's not rusty, make sure it's worth reusing. Do that and then we'll check some rough fitment. Alright, that piece looks good. Got it cleaned up good enough so that we can see that there ain't no rust or a lot of pitting or stuff in it. So that's a good piece. Now we'll sit here, we're going to have to make a short piece from here to there. I pretty much figured that. But now the fun part. We need to cut all this out of here. And I'm going to try to do it just like that one piece. So it'll be from here and all the way around. Yeah. Let's see how that goes because we're going to have to come down here. Y'all can see that okay? Yeah. And I drew a blue line here. We're going to cut that piece of metal out because that's just full of rust holes. We can't have that. But I think here we're good to just cut right through there. The hard part's going to be getting on this inside and cutting all of that. Let me take a closer look. I think I got all the wires out of the way. but I want to do a double check and see, and then we'll get to cutting all this rod out. Gonna be a little difficult. I'm gonna really get in here and do a lot of cutting. But we'll get it cut out of there. No problem. Alright, I'm trying to get this down to where it is gonna fit. I finally did get all of that cut out. But here's the deal. See this here? How it's rounded over? That's on the 2-door. On the 4-door, it's just a 90. So what we're gonna have to do is take our handy dandy little body hammer here, this guy, and get on a piece of metal like so, and just beat the crap out of it. When all else fails, let's get a bigger hammer, guys. And we can make that into a 90 and then trim it to fit our opening for a 2-door. See what I'm saying? And you don't need no, as you see, I'm using my metal brake here, the top piece of it. I mean, I don't even own an anvil. I've got a piece of railroad iron sitting over there that my buddy Adam got for me. But use whatever you got to use. It's all going to be the same thing. Now that is a pretty good 90. Alright, now we'll take it over. And I got a lot more measuring to do. Still got to cut this piece out here to perfectly fit and do a lot of test fitting. But yeah, you can use 4-door stuff for the 2-door. You're just going to have to work it like so. Well, I have it sort of fitting. You see I've got the weld-through primer all sprayed down in here and down in here. And guys, there's a big difference from a 2-door to a 4-door. I think I've done said that 100 times, but I'll say it a few more times. But I do believe, now here's the thing, I know this lip sits exactly right there. Now I'm looking at this, that looks good, that looks real good. This, I'm not that worried about. I can tap that down after I get the rest of this welded. I'm going to have to put some metal in here anyway and make some. As far as this rolling around through here, I'm sure the camera can see it. It's high. And it's in. This piece being that much different. So what I do, I'll give it some good welds here, maybe around through here. And then I'll start getting some tack, move it, press it, bend it, whatever I got to do, and get that to where it sits down in there. Yes, there's a lot of manipulation on stuff like this, making basically the wrong parts fit what you're doing. But we will make it fit. So off camera, I'm going to do that. I'm going to get some welding done and get that manipulated and hopefully get it fit in there like it's supposed to. Well, I'm getting it. Getting everything welded in. It's hard. Keep that contour just right and keep everything flowing like it's supposed to. But yeah, I got all of this side pretty much a 1.7 million little dot tack welds. But yeah, we're getting it there and all of that stuff there. Now the next thing that I want to do is address this here. See all that rust there? And, well, get the camera in there where y'all can see. You can see how there's a big gap down in here too. So basically what we need to do is cut, probably right where that line come out there, come right across here, right across there. Just get rid of this whole crappy, rusty piece. Luckily, we have this one, which is not crappy and rusty. So, let me go ahead and cut that one out and cut that one out, and then we'll get it all fitted together. And just like magic, the rusty part's gone and the new one's welded in. There's the rusty one. That's what we're seeing on top. That's why I cut it out. Bottom piece wasn't that bad, but I just went ahead and cut the double piece, welded it all in there. In my opinion, that's the best way to do it. But yeah, that looks nice. Get rid of the rust, put in some good metal, guys. Alright, at this point, it's just a lot of welding, and I'm not going to get that on video. That's just really boring stuff for y'all to watch. We'll keep going through here, and dot, till all of that's welded all the way across. And then we get inside the car, and we weld it all through there, where that piece come down, which is right there. Weld all of that across there. And once we get all that welded across, actually a lot of grinding, but then guess what? You get to weld some more where you missed. Because sometimes them welds don't hold 100%. Pieces will pop out on you, so you go back and weld them up. And after that, we have metal repair done. So I'm going to call this side almost there. Yeah, pretty much metal repair, it's there. Just a lot of welding going on now. Well, I'll get to burning some wire, and yeah, it looks pretty good right across there. She ain't waving at us or anything, so that's good. But yeah, I'll get to burning some wire and stuff. Once I get all this welded in and cleaned up, I'll turn the camera back on and show y'all. Unless I get into something else, which I'm likely to. But, we'll see. Alright guys, I've got all of that welded. Now it's just a lot of grinding and little touch-up welds. Had to put a piece in here. Got some rot coming down through here. Had to make that piece and get it put in. But I think that's going to be good. I've done the welding on the inside as well. So I'll probably get Cohen to just do a lot of grinding. But in the meantime, let's move on to another piece that needs to be fixed. And basically, I think we're down to just a few more. We have that one that needs repair. Let me see here. Let's just do a quick look around. We got all of that. Just needs some more grinding. Cleaning up all of that. Okay, we do have some rust spots down through here. Need to take care of that. But right now, I'm going to do this. This lip here is pretty rusty and fluffed up, so you see the rust down through here. So we're going to take our death wheel and just cut her here and here, straight across here, and I'll show y'all how we make that piece as well. piece of metal. It's new. It's just got a little bit of surface rust on it. Oh, biggie. Okay, so what we're going to do here, get our measurement out. Up to about right here. And when we'll bring that line all the way down, I'll measure that here in a second. And this metal has to be curved. So I'll show y'all how we'll do that. Alright, first thing we're going to do is put us a 90 in this here. That needs to go you could do it either way, but I prefer to do it the way that I was looking at it and I planned on. Transfer lines to the other side. Just slide out a little bit. A little bit of ease. Thank you. Alright, like so. Now, let's go over to the shrinker stretcher. Alright, I did take it over there. Make me a mark right there. Because it's straight for a little bit before it curves. Now we want this thing to basically curve around like this. So just throw in the shrinker stretcher. And I don't know about y'all's, mine comes loose every once in a while. Just needs a little tap in and then tighten. Seems like I do that a lot. And I do have these shrinker die in here, as you can see. Now we're going to start here. Just give it a little bit. Let's not get all excited. You see, I just got a little bit going. Let me go check that. Ah, it's super close. Let me get some toward the end here. Yeah, like I say, it don't take much sometimes. But I think that will get us there. Now, let's head back over to the car. We need to chop it off. We cut a little bit off this one right here as well to get our angle right. Alright, back over to the car, get our trusty blue pin, and we'll put in there pretty good. Okay, so what I want to do here, take that much off of that one. Right where I had my mark. Right, cut them two off and let's see how this fits. Get your gloves on, safety first. up a little bit. Stay. Almost. Yeah, like I said, I wanted to get this end cut so I could get it flush. Or see them coming up over here. And coming up over here just a shade. Not enough with the little bend. And take it back over to the stretcher and hit that spot there, bend that over just a little bit more. May actually have to cut some of this off. Looks like, yeah, it's a little thinner over here. It's not as wide here as it is here, apparently. But let me get that bend over there just a shade more, and then I'll trim some of this right in here. And there we go. Yeah, some ugly welds, but hey, that's how it goes. But no big deal. It's made correctly, it's installed correctly. And once we get it ground down and cleaned up, she'll be righteous. Alright, well, on to the next thing. And here we go, guys. I mean, it is coming along, as you can see. Oh, it's got that grinding down really, really well. Got a nice straight edge running across there. There's going to be a couple of little spots of weld here and there, and such as that. I mean, nothing humongous. That's pretty much wrapping it up. We got that piece down there as well. Got all of this going on. Gonna be a little body work down through there. We'll have to piece that little chunk in by that quarter panel. But all in all, yeah, that turned out to be a really big job. I would say a little more grinding, a little more dressing up, and that'll have this bad boy knocked out of the park, I do say. Yeah, but not looking bad at all. Well, everyone, I think that's going to wrap it up for this episode on the 58. Like I say, we still got to do a little more work around that back window. A couple small welds, grinding, you know, real nitpicky sort of stuff. As well as the front window. There's still stuff that needs to be done here. And then we'll have to, you know, do some body work on it. But we'll save that for another episode. We're just out of time for this week. Guys, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I do appreciate you watching. If you would, throw us down some comments. Hit us up on Patreon and with the super thanks. And please like, share, and subscribe. Again, appreciate it much. Till the next one, we hope that everyone has a fantastic day.